Will I be doing this work in 5 years? Welcome back to part three of DoorDash Truth. My name is Mr.BetonYou. That question was posed to me by Hannibal's Hungry on a podcast we did a couple weeks ago. I've been asked that by friends, family, some of you guys. Pedro, how long have you been doing this work? You're making the same videos. You've been on YouTube for 2.5 years now. What's going on? You say it's a stepping stone, but I still see you doing it. All these questions are valid. All those things are very true. Now, I'm going to give you a long and a short answer. I'm going to kind of split it down the middle, I guess you could say. Also, we'll be uncovering, do I recommend or would I recommend this type of work? Food delivery, rideshare, whatever, gig work. Would I recommend it to my daughter, my friends, my brother, my sister? Would I recommend it to somebody looking to make good money, whether it's part-time or full-time? We'll get into that as well. Now, first I want to tackle, will I be doing this in 5 years? When I was asked that question, I kind of had to pause, like, will I be doing it as much as I'm doing it now? I hope not. But it's hard to say 100%. My goal is not to be in the gig economy in the current fashion that I'm in 5 years from now. But I also realize that the gig economy could be better, could be worse 5 years from now, right? Maybe I'm still doing this because other things that I try don't pan out, right? Maybe I'm betting on myself in other ways and it doesn't work out in the way that I want it to monetarily or how it fulfills me in my everyday walking life. Because it's not just about dollars and cents. I like to have a good balance. We've talked about that. I recommend that. That's why I use a gig economy. We'll get into that in a little while as well. But I could definitely see myself still doing DoorDash specifically 5 years from now. But honestly, if I'm being transparent with you guys and the audience and myself and my family and the people around me that support me, yeah, I will. But to make content, to be relative in the space, if I'm still in this type of space, teaching people, showing people, giving you entertainment, if I'm still doing that 5 years from now, it might still be relevant to make some ride-alongs. Who knows? Also, 5 years from now, I could imagine and would like to use DoorDash as, hey, I got to run some errands, or I'm dropping the kids off somewhere, or I'm doing something and I have some time to kill. Let me turn on DoorDash. Can I make a quick 20 or 30 bucks? Maybe that pays for my lunch that day. Maybe I'm in this point in my life where I need to make 20 or 30 bucks. We don't know. Nothing is promised. I could work really hard at a lot of things and things could not go as planned. So will I be doing DoorDash in 5 years? The short answer is yes. But the long answer is not the way I'm doing it now. A lot less and for different reasons. And that's okay. I think a lot of times people look at delivery drivers, marginally employed people, workers that are working a job that is a very low skill level, low barrier of entry, isn't a fascinating thing. It's not like you're going to your family reunion, your high school reunion, and you're like, hey, what do you do for a living? That somebody asks you that and you're like, oh, I do DoorDash. Some people aren't proud to say that. I don't mind it, but a lot of people have shame with that. If you do it so long, you're like, I do DoorDash. People feel that way. I don't know how I'll feel in 5 years, but I still think it's a really good way. Hopefully, it should still be, I think, a relevant way to make money. But a lot of things will change. It will be not as easy, I think. I think the pay structure will be different. I think there'll be apps that are currently around that will be gone. New apps will come in. The gig economy will fold into other things. W-2 type employee salary-based work that is currently now available could be gig economy, app-based, absolutely remote-based work. I think those things we're going to continue to see that growing trend down the line. But would I recommend this to somebody that I loved or somebody that needed money? I have. I've recommended a couple of friends, one or two family members, but it was always a supplement to income. It was always, hey, I just maybe either lost a job or I just need some extra money because I'm not, hitting it with the W-2 or whatever. Hey, maybe you could do DoorDash for a couple months, learn it, stack some money, supplement your income. I think it's a great way to make secondary income at a part-time basis. Now, would I recommend somebody doing this full time without a goal, without a plan? Would I tell somebody in St. Louis, hey, just do this for like the next 2 years. It's going to be great. Like, just do it for 2 years and don't make money doing anything else. No, I would not. Most people can't do that. They're not built that way. They will struggle. They'll get frustrated. They'll have car maintenance issues. And at the end of the 2 years, they're probably not making as much as they thought, but they were able to stay afloat. And there is benefits to that because a lot of people out there are just living day to day. And DoorDash is another one of those means of incomes that's similar to the paycheck to paycheck lifestyle that many Americans face. But the benefit is you do have some freedom, some flexibility. You still got to work when it's busy if you want to make money, but you can give yourself a day off, not trade your time for money, and do whatever you want with that time. It's a lot easier than a W-2 traditional work. But overall, no, I wouldn't recommend this type of work to anybody. I wouldn't recommend doing DoorDash, starting a YouTube channel, vlogging. No, some people are going to be okay with it and have fun, but it's not for everybody. What I would recommend is, try it. If you like it, try it for a couple of weeks. If you like it, keep doing it. Keep it in your back pocket. Do it while you run errands. Do it if you got something that comes up you need to pay for. A trip, this, that, an unexpected bill, whatever. Your hours get cut at your W-2. You need to supplement. They cut a shift. I'm going to make $150 less a week now. Hey, take that, spend that time maybe doing a little gig economy work. But at the end of the day, what's really important and what we really talk about here is, DoorDash, the opportunities, this, that, opinions, these programs, this, that, the other. Is it good? Is it bad? Oh my God, the sky's falling. DoorDash is the worst. Oh no, we don't talk about that. That shouldn't be the main thing. Use it as an opportunity, whether it's 5 years from now or 5 days from now or 5 hours from now, or you just did your last dash. Use it for what it's worth, but find something else that you really like to do while you're doing that, so that 5 years from now, you feel a little more solid in your decision making. So when Hannibal asked me that question, I thought it was interesting because I could realistically see myself still doing it, but I don't want to do it. And that's why this is important to me. Because if I can continue to do this and grind and push, challenge myself, then I'll be in a position where I don't have to turn DoorDash on at all, unless it's to provide some content or entertainment for you guys. And that's my goal. And I'm proud to have that goal. It makes me feel good when I wake up to do that versus just turning DoorDash on. And if you're in that spot where you're just doing DoorDash right now and you're just turning it on, I was there. I can relate. Nothing wrong with that. But continue to try to figure out how you can get out of that daily grind, because I do think there are better and bigger opportunities out there for you. That's today's video, part 3. Come back tomorrow for part 4. Let me share with you what that's going to be. I got it written in my notes. You guys ready? Part 4. The ugly side of the gig economy, the DoorDash truth, the gig economy truth, the ugly side, what some of us don't like to talk about. When I started this series, I wanted to share all the positives, and we're going to do that still. But we need to, in order to know what the positives are and shed light on those things, because it is mostly positive. If you don't know what I mean, go back to the first video. If you haven't watched that one, part 1, check out that. Check out the comments section on the positive. But what are the ugly truths? What's the dark side, the bad? We have to know that if you're new going in so that you can be prepared. So when those things happen, because they will, you heard it here, and you could then better go out and figure out how you're going to navigate that roller coaster of the DoorDash app and the gig economy. So come back tomorrow for part 4. And then I'll give you if you come back tomorrow, you'll see what I'll talk about part 5, which will be the following day. You guys are absolutely amazing. Drop a comment. If you're not subscribed, consider hitting subscribe. Currently, it is Sunday when you're watching this video. There's no live tonight. I'm at the lake with my family chilling. The Pedro you're watching right now is a Pedro from the past. You guys have a great night.